I am not supportive of fad diets. What I am supportive of is thousands of years of ancient healing modalities. So I don't want you to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? So just because counting calories and under eating might be diet culture, it doesn't mean that drinking lemon water is diet culture too. And I do feel that this idea that if you don't eat, you have to, don't limit any foods. All foods fit, this phrase, right? You have to eat, you can't say no to Oreos. You can't say no to Fruity Pebbles or anything like that. Although that's, this idea is not really what intuitive eating is about. I do see people posting all foods fit. The idea of what foods are constituted as all foods varies in every single country. So if you were in Europe, anywhere in Europe, the foods that look like foods here don't look like foods there. So it's really hard for me to believe that all foods fit when these are like brand new foods, like post-industrial revolution. A lot of these are super new to our food supply and to human existence as a whole, right? So it's hard for me to believe that you instantly have disordered eating if you don't choose to eat what these specifically marketed to you foods from these predatory food companies are telling you should be eating. So no, I don't believe if you choose to not eat hyper palatable and hyper processed foods that you have any sort of disordered eating. Of course, orthorexia, which is the only consuming, super health foods for distinct reasons, is a legitimate eating disorder. But making food choices based on what might be culturally appropriate for you, aka what your ancestors ate and you might be able to digest better. B, what you feel good eating is totally fine and not disordered eating. That's okay. It's okay also, by the way, to want to lose weight. It doesn't make you a bad person to want to lose weight. That's an okay thing. How you feel is not only okay, it's the most important thing in the entire world. The only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself and feel inside of your body and your life. That's what matters. That's what this whole thing is about. So if you feel that you want to eat a certain way to support your health, do it. Find a way to do it that's supportive on a mental and emotional plane too. Now, again, I have clients come to me and if they say, hey, I need to lose 50 pounds in a year, are you going to be the person to do it? I'm not the person to do it. Because before I even make one food recommendation to people, I need to make sure that they know how they feel when I'm making that food recommendation. I need them to tell me how they feel. My sessions are loaded with consent. I am asking a lot. Would that feel okay to talk about carbohydrates? Because food and dieting has been so weaponized by these diet companies, who, by the way, I would argue are just as predatory as the food marketing companies, because we have that knowledge that both of them are trying to put ideas in our head that are not our own. I'm cautious of anyone telling my clients what they want. So instead of telling my clients what their priorities are, I ask. But I can't put a timeline on something like weight loss because that would be, in my head, super unethical. And I don't believe that we know the exact amount of time it's going to take for someone to lose weight. And I only work on the timeline of my client's body, feelings, emotions, and everything like that. So even though one part of them might really want to lose that weight in that time, and I hear it, if I don't feel it's safe or supportive for them to do that, I can't make those recommendations. I also just don't think that dietitians are like gods. Like, I don't think we're like rulers of the universe and have full control over other people's bodies, which I don't want to have control over anyone's bodies except for my own, which I do want to have full control over, for sure. And by full control, I mean autonomy, not control over my body. My body has control over me, and that expresses to me what I need. So part of the, starting this off with the weight loss piece too is understanding that weight loss is not good or bad. It's something that is neutral. Wanting to lose weight, not good or bad. It's something that is neutral. So adding a connotation onto it and a value marker onto it is the issue. It's the same thing as if we put a value marker onto a person for being at a larger size. I don't like adding morality to things. There's no value to weight loss. It just is. You just lose weight. You know, sometimes people just lose weight, and sometimes it's not really indicative of a bigger medical thing. In the same way that we overvalue how bad weight gain is, which is untrue, we overvalue how good weight loss is too. We think it's the most amazing thing in the entire world. We think weight gain is the worst thing in the world and weight loss is the best thing in the world. In ways of tangibility for this episode, I want to talk about what you can do to understand if it is your time to lose weight, if it's something of interest to you. And maybe give you some tools for accessing your inner self, because that's how you'll know if it's time to lose weight or not. When it comes to timing of weight loss, if the urgency is extreme to lose weight and it's coming from a place of fear, I am very unfortunately here to say I do not think it is time to lose weight.